This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Excel 1970-73 Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Trawler YouTube channel.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to another opening day in the 2022 season. Today, the Los Angeles Dodgers open on the road in Portland against the Portland expansion team, the Rosebuds. Portland has a baseball history in the 70s. Kurt Russell played for the Portland Mavericks, I believe it was what they were called. Anyway, the Dodgers were a team during the draft, made some questionable moves, and so the proof in the pudding is in the taste. We'll find out if the moves are going to pay off. The Dodgers have a pretty good lineup, I gotta say. Willie Crawford's now batting 5th. Parker slides down to 6th in their lineup. And the Garvey, Ferguson rookies are only in the game against lefties, which is good for them. They don't have to play against righties. For Portland, Rich Coggins brings a .319 batting 3rd for them. Not much else really going on with this team. Neither of these teams hit a lot of home runs. The Dodgers drew an opening day assignment of a team that hits fewer than the Dodgers. Matter of fact, let's go read off the Portland lineup home run wise. Kenny 0, Belanger 0, Coggins 7, Reese 10, Montgomery 2, Gonzalez 1, Boswell 5, Barton 5, Klein 0. But to their credit, they have a nice mix of good defensive players, good batting averages, and the ability to steal a base or two. So, last year I called the California Angels like the poor man's version of the Mets. Well, something below poor man for Portland. They're much, let's see. Coggins is the leading hitter, Montgomery at 295, Gonzalez at 304, and Ty Klein at 277. Enough. Let's get started from Portland. We begin here, leading off for the Dodgers, Willie Davis, 37, skies to right field. Today's starting pitchers, Don Sutton, much ado about his beautiful 1972 card here, was improved. The idea is he be the top right-handed pitcher in all of baseball, which enough teams would like to challenge for that. Portland has Nellie Bryles pitching for them today on their opener. All right, Ted Sizemore, 46, bounces to second. This is Boswell, 318, makes the play. And Bill Buckner, 2-5, triple 1 and 2, base hit. He's a B stealer. Barton's got a good arm, though. Grabarkowitz, 47, is a K. All right, Jerry Kenny, 2-6, grounds the first. Mark Belanger, 47's a K. And Rich Coggins, 410, skies are right. Well, I'll tell you what. If this team were to, say, score 5 or 6 runs off of Don Sutton, we've got a problem in Los Angeles. I'll just say that. Top of the second, Willie Crawford, 33, grounds the first. Wes Parker, 35, single. Tom Haller, 310, fly ball to right. Bill Russell, 38, is a walk. 2 on, 2 outs for Frank Baker, the infielder, not the outfielder. 55, off of Bryles. Triple 1 to 2, double to center field is the double. Russell has some speed, 17, 18, 19. He will challenge the arm and center of Ty Klein, which is a 0, 1 and 19, and he scores. Ooh, on a 17. Well, he's a 17 runner, so 2 out, 2 run double, and the Dodgers are on the board. Willie Davis, 57. Sky's all right. All right, Rich Reese, 110. Flies all right. Bob Montgomery, 17K. Tony Gonzalez, 58. Sky's a center field. Top of the third. Sizemore, 26. Base hit. Buckner, 66. Base hit right field. Sizemore, 15 runner. He's going to go coast to coast. And he's thrown out on a 17. Wow. Well, the Dodgers, they're known to do this a lot. They don't have a lot of power themselves, and I like to go coast to coast whenever they can. Well, let's give equal time to the power numbers in the middle of this at-bat. Willie Davis at 10, Sizemore 1, Buckner 5, Grabarkowitz 17, Crawford 14, Parker 10, Haller 10, Russell 4, and Frank Baker none. Basically, if you watch the previous National League game between the Reds and Mets, I believe any combination of Johnny Bench, Lee May, and Tony Perez has more home runs than both these teams. So there you go. Back to the game. Buckner is on at first as a B stealer, with a runner getting thrown out at third base. Buckner, as a B stealer, he will hold after we already got one guy tagged on the bases this inning. Billy Grabarkowitz, 58, Sky's the left. And with 2 outs, Willie Crawford, 36 is a walk. 2 on, 2 outs for Wes Parker. 1-4, Sky's the center field. Bottom of the third, Ken Boswell, 2-3. Grounds is short. Bob Barton, 1-8, is a Sky left. And Ty Klein, 55, second C. We go to the fourth. Tom Haller, 3-5, grounds a second. Bill Russell, 65, center. Frank Baker, 39, second. Bottom of the fourth. It's Jerry Kenny, 47 is a K. Mark Belanger, 54, pops to first. Rich Coggins, 212, pops to short. Portland has not sniffed an on base in this game. Everything on the pitcher's card has been an automatic out, and nothing on the hitter's cards. 12 up and down for Don Sutton, making the Dodgers look pretty clever right now. Top of the fifth, though, it's only 2-zip. Here's Willie Davis leading it off in the fifth. 1-8, pops to second. Ted Sizemore, 6-12, rolls to the pitcher. And Bill Buckner, 1-11, pops to third base. Briskly played game here in Portland. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Bottom of the fifth, it's Rich Reese leading off. 37, there it is, folks. A clean. Let's take a look at the Rich Reese card just to prove it to you. Yep, a clean hit. Rich Reese has singled for Portland. They have a base runner. Tom Haller, on the other hand, is a +2 arm. Reese might try and steal a base as he's a C stealer not being held. He's going to do it. And he rolls a 19 in a third out stealing. Well, they don't expect a lot of base runners, and the ones they get, they need them in scoring position. Bob Montgomery, 5'11", walk. Tony Gonzalez, 57, is a K. And with 2 outs, Ken Boswell, 57, is a K. We go to the sixth. Billy Grabarkowitz, 2-8. Triple, 1-11. That's a base hit. B stealer. Willie Crawford, 2-9 at center. Wes Parker, 2-6, single dot dot. Runners in the corners. They're going to bring it up for Tom Haller. 65, center C. And with 2 outs, it's Bill Russell. 1-9. Let's take a look at Bill Russell's card. An RBI single. He's still between shortstop and the outfield. You could see how they wished they probably, if they just could have left them alone in the corner outfield spot, but then he doesn't have enough stick. So they make him a shortstop, and he ends up being a moderate fielding shortstop. But anyway, here is a single and an RBI, and it's 3-0 Dodgers. Parker goes to third on the throw. Frank Baker, 2-5, grounds the third. 3-0 Dodgers. Bottom of the sixth. Bob Barton leads off. 2-6. Pops the third. Ty Klein, 65. Off of the Sutton card. Double 1-2. Fly ball to right. That's a fly ball to right. That's a scary looking card. There's only one automatic hit on each side of the card. My goodness. It's magnificent. Not a lot of home runs either. It's a real special Don Sutton card. I'll give him that. Jerry Kenny, 2-11. Pitcher. All right, we go to the seventh. It's going to be Willie Davis. 2-9. Base hit for the Ace Steeler. Seisberg's going to hit and run. That's a fielder's choice. Didn't work. Buckner, 57. Flies all right. The running has not helped the Dodgers today. It's been the 2-out hit that's helped them. Billy Grabarkowitz, 64. Bounces the third. What do you got? Jerry Kenny's a 325. And he makes the play. Still got a ball game here. Stretch time here in Portland, Oregon. We are listening to Beauregard, Portland wrestler, sold out the old Coliseum, and then decided to record this funky blues, rhythm blues thing. Yeah, Beauregard. Magnificent. Greg Sage from the Wipers on guitar. All right, bottom of the seventh. Mark Belanger leads off, 54, pops the first. Rich Coggins, 2-3, lines the first. Rich Reese, 45, pops to first base, a one-hitter through 7. Nellie Briles, he'll continue into the 8th. Willie Crawford, 4-7, walks. Wes Parker, 2-8. That's a base hit because you have to hold on Crawford. And we're about to break. Nellie, with some lefties coming up, it's time to see what's up in the Portland bullpen. So, Briles leaves after 7 and a couple batters, down 3 runs. Tough matchup for him today. And it'll be old Marcelino Lopez coming in out of the Portland bullpen, trying to keep this thing close. And this is where you're going to see some substitutions. The newfangled Dodgers are going to start popping in the lineup. Here's Joe Ferguson. Take a look at Joe. Yeah, that's not a nice card. If you just would have waited till like 74, 73, he'd be much better. The Dodgers brought him up a little too soon in this carryover league cycle. That's the way it goes sometimes. So Marcelino Lopez to Joe Ferguson. With runners in the corners, they're going to bring it up. The pitch to Joe. 35, lefty question mark. This is Willie Crawford. 16, 17, 18. He'll run, and he scores. So there you go. Joe Ferguson gets an RBI in his first at bat. Bill Russell, the runner at first. 37 is a single to right field. Parker will hold. First and second for Frank Baker. He'll stay in the game as, you know what? He won't stay in the game. They have Hallinier. Hallinier will come in for him. With runners at first and second. The pitch to Hallinier, 1-3, flies to right. And with 2 outs, we turn it over to the top with Willie Davis. 57 is a K. 4-0 Dodgers in the 8th. Don Sutton's been untouchable. And here's Bob Montgomery. 2-9, and that's a base hit. Tony Gonzalez. 2-6, single dot. He's a starter 9. And starter 9s can go 10 if needed. You still have a lot of work to do here in this game. 4-0. 2 men on. Ken Boswell. 4-12 off Sutton. Rolls the first. Second and third, they're going to play back. He's not that concerned with the shutout. Play back for Bob Barton. 45 is a roller to second, and that's a cheap way to lose your shutout. Runner goes to third. Runner scores with 2 outs. It's Ty Klein. 46 pops to second base. 4-1 in the 9th inning. Let's take a look at some. Let's continue into the 9th with Claude Ramond. Will be Portland's closer this year. He had Hoyt Wilhelm last year. Ted Sizemore leads off in the 9th. 2-8's a single. Buckner's going to try hit and run. They keep trying this. Hasn't worked yet. He moves the runner up. Runner at second for Grabarkowitz. 48 is a single to center. Sizemore, 15 runner. Climb the zero arm, he's going to run. And he scores. It is 5-1. Willie Crawford. 47 is a K. And with 2 outs, it's Wes Parker. 1-7 for West. Double 1 at 16 is a double. Second and third for Joe Ferguson. 111 flies to left field. 5-1 in the bottom of the ninth. I still don't go for a complete game. He might lead the league in them this year, so going for the Cy Young probably. So let's give him as many stat pumping maneuvers as possible. Jerry Kenny, 6'12", flies to right X. First X of the game. That I can recall. Bill Russell, 1E6. He makes the play. Belanger, 1-7. Is grounded short. And Rich Coggins, 3-6. Hits his column, hits his card. Homer, 1-6 double. That's a double. And with 2 outs, it's Rich Reese. Rich Reese, 2-8, is a ground to the third base. Pretty much what happened, we thought was going to happen. Sutton does get that win, though. It's kind of like a Mike Tyson fight, you know, early in his career. They just teed up the guy, easy target as an opponent. I mean, the Mets had to open up against the freaking Cincinnati Reds, for Pete's sake, and the Dodgers get Portland. Ramon comes on to the ninth, gives up 3 hits, a run, and a K. Marcelino Lopez gave up a hit and a K. Parent runner charged to Nelly Browse, takes the loss. 7 and a couple batters. 10 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. Walk 3, struck out 1. And Don Sutton gets the win. Magnificent performance. 4-hitter, 1 run was earned. Walked 1, struck out 5, gets a complete game. And, yeah, Dodgers in first place after 1 game. 1-0-0-9, 0-1-0-9, 5-14-1-4. 3-3-1-5, 1-5, 3-3. All right. Take a look at the cumulative box here. I mean, the Dodgers, you know, the strategy to adopt with a 20-man roster is to have 2 absolutely lights-out starters and maybe a third one if you can afford it. Because 3/8 of your pitching staff are there. If that's lights out, immediately you have a chance to contend for something if everything else isn't that good. You don't have power, you don't have defense, you don't have speed, you don't have a bullpen. But you can fix a lot of ills with some awesome starting pitching, and that's what the Dodgers are trying to see if they can pull it off. They looked at what the Mets did last year, and they realized that they don't have the power the Mets had last year, but they have probably a better batting average than the Mets have, and they feel that they're pounding their chest. They think their pitching staff is good, or if not better than the Mets. So that's the Mets. That's the Dodgers strategy. The league now. I played 10 games to this point. 293, 511. Must be a warm spring. A lot of offense early. That will certainly taper down because there's just not a lot of good hitters since the 1969 cards were removed. All right, that's it tonight from Portland. Thanks for checking this out. We'll see you next time.